Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well, enjoying your weekend, and obviously getting ready for next week. All right. So if anyone want to join us, just simply head to Wave Trader, Wave-Trader. All right. And as I said that there is going to be a training going to start from tomorrow, from 20 December. All right. If you are looking to join that, you can join that. If you're looking for further information, just simply fill that form and send that form to me for further information. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So if you are, this training session is going to be recorded and will be available to watch as well later on. Okay, so if it is difficult for you to not attend the live classes, if you are planning but still not 100%, but the recordings will be available, and if you want to join later on, you can join that later on as well. All right, so let's move on. Let's get back to the setups for the next week. All right, and let's talk about the potential opportunities for next week. All right, so hope that sound is all right on your end. You can hear me, sound is perfect, and you can see my screen as well. All right. So first of all, dollar index, as we were talking about in last couple of weeks and months, that November meeting going to be very important for the Fed to talk about to wind up quantitative easing program. Yeah, so they announced that in November, and even in December they were very hawkish. They said that they're gonna end the QE quicker than they said previously. All right, so they're going to end that in March, and maybe they can raise the interest rate in March. All right, so everything was perfect bullish, or perfect Fed was perfect hawkish for dollar to just keep rising for more upside. Okay, so that theme gonna stay there until Fed is going to change their mind. Okay, so we are having simply we are having change in policy. Okay, Fed has changed its ultra easy monetary policy in November, and in December last week they have given us a signal that they're gonna they may act quickly to control the inflation, to control the higher inflation. Okay, inflation is around 6.8081 something right now. We can say that in the US. Okay, so let me check the inflation figures, and then we're gonna talk about that. There you go, the inflation. So inflation is 6.80, all right, and it has broken the previous top. All right, the previous top was 560, we can say that, and it was I think in 2008. All right, so yes, so that was 2008 top. Okay, and what is the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario gonna be this. Okay, and 80. All right, the worst case scenario gonna be 1970. All right, so we had a huge runoff in 1970. All right, so in 1970 inflation was just keep rising very, very aggressively, and went up to, we can say that went up to, I'm gonna look at the exact numbers. Then according to this chart, it went up to 1470, we can say that. All right, and in 1947 it went up to 19. All right, 20, we can say that. All right, so the worst case scenario going to be that if the inflation trend is not going to change, okay, then further upside is possible. So I'm not anticipating this is not going to happen, guys. Fed has already given us a signal that they're going to change their policy. They are changing, they are reacting to that higher inflation, and highly likely we're going to find top on inflation in coming weeks. All right, coming months. All right, so inflation going to find. So what this is telling us, so drop on inflation and strength on dollar. All right, dollar to just keep rising. All right, so there is no drop on dollar at the moment, okay, and even you are not looking to dollar to do anything. If I'm gonna look at the 2-week chart, okay, just to remind you that what is the trend over there right now, okay, this weekly chart, okay, so we are having that trend, boom, it's going higher, okay, and it has the potential to just keep pushing more higher, okay, and if we are going to see a policy mistake from the Fed, right, then dollar gonna break out that top, all right, dollar not gonna stop within that ABC move, right, then dollar gonna continue to keep rising for next leg higher like that, okay, and we're gonna have stronger dollar everywhere. Okay, so what to do next week? Let's just talk about that. The trend is simply bullish. You are not looking this to even give you a bigger correction. Last week we were expecting bigger correction. We were expecting dollar to drop and then continue to keep rising. It went lower, but we didn't see a bigger ABC move like that. Okay, this is what I was talking about in the previous weekly market outlook. Okay, and then continue. All right, so we just simply seen strength, then drop during the Fed rate decision, and then it is just trying to continue to keep pushing more higher. So you are simply looking this triangle, ascending or triangle or ascending wedge. We can say that it's not a wedge, okay, wedge normally a reversal pattern formation. Triangle, okay, so top is flat and bottom is rising, means that the breakout is setting up for a breakup. Okay, so first of all, you are looking for this one more leg lower. Okay, we may see a short-term sell opportunity over there on the XY, and then again it can find its bottom over there at that trend line, and then you are looking this to just keep pushing more higher. All right, so if I'm gonna go to the slightly a bigger time frame so that you can see, okay, so hopefully those who are watching me on the trading view, guys, you're not gonna see my drawings, all right, but those who are watching me on the YouTube, they're gonna see my drawing. Okay, so even those who are watching me on the trading view, they're not gonna see my drawing tools, all right, okay, they're not gonna see my drawing tool, but those who are watching me on YouTube, they can see my drawing tool. All right, so the pen which I'm using over there, right, not sure why trading view you guys are unable to see that drawing tool on trading view. All right, so but those who are on the YouTube, they can see that I'm drawing. Okay, so where it will be possible, I'll try use other arrows. Okay, I'll try other arrows so that those guys who are on trading view, okay, this arrow I will use. All right, so you're gonna get the idea. Okay, so otherwise you see my structure, you see my pattern on both platform. All right, so what you are looking, you see those red smoothed moving averages. Some of you guys who are talking about that, how are you gonna get my, I mean, how all right, so let me tell you guys how you can get those indicators. All right, just simply go to my trading view profile and check the scripts. All right, so in scripts you're gonna see there should be some, yeah, there is some moving averages. All right, so if you are on a paid plan on trading view, all right, then you can create your own moving averages. But if you are not on a paid plan, okay, then you can use those moving averages, all right, as a one indicator. Yeah, just apply that. How you need to apply that, just go to the share, okay, and there should be a make it mine. All right, so make it mine is not there. All right, okay, so let's just make it more simple for you. All right, so settings, and let me check if I do have show indicators. Right, so All right, so all right, so there you can see. Okay, so exponential moving averages and smoothed moving average. Okay, so this is red smoothed moving average. All right, so 21, 50, 80. So 80 and 35. Yeah, so 35 gonna apply on the 80s. All right, so these moving averages, these are the numbers you can get there. Yeah, so if you can use that as well. So I'm not sure why, you know, mine button is not there on the script. All right, but if you are looking, just numbers are there. All right, the parameters are there, so you can use those parameters. Okay, so on this 8-hour time frame, you are looking price to just simply stay above those moving averages, all right, and this to break up and continue its trend for more upside. Okay, and dollar to go and test the pre-pandemic levels. All right, so pre-pandemic level is slightly far away from current price. Okay, so that's the pre-pandemic price you are looking on it. All right, this to break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so trend is clear, fundamentals are supportive. You are not looking dollar to drop. Okay, so simple analysis, guys. Dollar, any pullback on dollar gonna create a buy opportunity. All right, so buy opportunity over there for short term first, and if it breaks up very aggressively, so short term opportunity gonna be this. All right, the small arrow within the wedge or within the triangle. So same goes with the euro dollar. Okay, so euro dollar is just heading for the, you know, for the weekly wave to the downside. Okay, so the target gonna be on the euro dollar is 107. All right, so 107, as said, the way, you know, fundamentals are developing, it is telling us that this is a done deal right now on the euro to do. Okay, so euro to test that 103 on in longer term is a done deal. All right, and the, you know, done deal, but definitely it's not going to happen in a one day. All right, so euro dollar to go over, up to 103, it is definitely going to take time. All right, but the ideal, but you know, the reasonable price you are looking on the euro dollar to go is a 107. All right, go up to 107, 108, 109. All these prices are good for the euro dollar to visit. All right, and in case, as I said, if we are going to have a, you know, crash in the market or monetary policy mistake from the Fed, so monetary policy mistake gonna drive the euro aggressively lower. Okay, and dollar gonna break down that one mark. All right, this previous bottom or one mark, and can visit that, you know, it can go below that one. I'm not anticipating that. Okay, I'm not anticipating that. I'm not looking for that to happen. Okay, let's just stick to the ideal scenario. Okay, the ideal scenario is the 108 or 107. Okay, and short term, just continuation for more downside. Okay, so last week we were expecting it to continue to keep dragging more lower. All right, so euro dollar to go down. It is, you know, dropping right now. Okay, from this top. So we were expecting this flag to break out. Okay, and then continue to keep dragging lower. So it broken out. It's dropping, and price to first of all, you know, hold this previous low. Okay, rather than break out. Okay, so if even if it is going to break down that, okay, then again hold that previous low, one you know, 1.1190, hold that and go back up for short term. Then again you are looking price to hold that previous top and break this previous low and continue to keep dragging more lower. I'm not anticipating that the price gonna break down this time. I'm anticipating that the price gonna go back up for another leg higher. Okay, the way this move, okay, from this previous, the extreme price is this previous low. Okay, otherwise price, you are watching it to hold this previous low and bounce back for another leg higher, and then again you are looking price to give you a short-term move back, you know, within this triangle. And this whole correction, which is just building over there on a daily time frame, this to break down and continue to keep dragging lower all the way up to this 107 mark. All right, so what are your short-term trades? you know, short term, this buy is okay. I don't think so that we're going to have a quick aggressive drop over there. I don't see that is going to happen right now on the euro dollar. Okay, so slow breakout can happen. Then again, price can manage to get back within this, you know, daily correction. And every time when price is coming close to these tops, as I said last week, all right, you are looking this to continue to break down with this previous, you know, bearish trend. Okay, and these short-term trades going to be the trades you are looking on euro dollar. All right, so easy. And yeah, if you want to make it more easy, that's your top, that's your bottom. All right, just use these your support and resistance to trade. When price come close to 114, all right, then you are looking it to drop. And once price is coming close to 112, you are looking it to hold and go back for short term. All right, once price come close to 14, you are looking it to go down for longer term up to 108 or 107 for longer term. Okay, so dollar chief gonna be the opposite. All right, so slow mover, not rising or not you know, dropping like euro dollar. All right, euro dollar is dropping aggressively, but this chart is still sitting close to the bottom. All right, and potential is still huge over there. There is the pre-pandemic price. All right, and potential is there, and dollar chief is still taking time to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so analysis is very much similar like last week. All right, so we are having that daily correction to break up for more upside and continue to rise, or go down for another leg. All right, go down and form that ABC move and then start rising. All right, so go and test the trend and then start rising. Okay, so every time when you see that the price is coming close to these areas, so you are looking this to break out for upside. You're looking this to hold and continue to keep rising. Yeah, so simple analysis, longer term bullish, longer term buy, and looking this to break out and keep rising. The Australian dollar, US dollar, last week we were talking about that the price to give us a bigger correction. All right, so bigger correction is underway right now. This is the longer term bearish trend. We had that sharp correction on weekly time frame. Fundamentals are, you know, setting up for a stronger dollar. Right, three rate hikes. We may see 3 rate hikes in 2022 from Fed. Those 3 hikes gonna give dollar more strength. All right, and we may see, you know, price to visit that low again. That may take a lot of time. Yeah, so on lower time frame, the analysis is going to be, you know, simple and easy. So as long as price keep building that correction, all right, into that direction, towards that trend, you are staying longer term bearish. If I'm going to go to the daily time frame, as long as price keeps build, that's the correction. Okay, ABC move, build, dropped, flag, or whatever you want to call that, build, dropped, another daily correction, build, drop. So this correction can get bigger. I'm not, you know, right now it's underway. Okay, and can get bigger. How to trade into that correction will tell you on lower time frame, but the longer term direction is the breakout to the downside. So on 4-hour time frame, we may see another leg higher next week from this previous low. This bottom, we may see that expanding triangle formation, another leg. This is tradable, carry risk. All right, so the risk is that the breakout can come, and price can visit that low again, like euro dollar is testing the bottom. All right, New Zealand dollar is testing the bottom, pound dollar is all dollar pairs are testing the bottom. So we may see breakout. So once you are buying Australian dollar over there for another leg, keep that thing in mind that the breakout can happen and it can continue to visit that low. Only look for buy once you see that the price is holding and bouncing off aggressively for upside. Yeah, last week we were talking about this to continue, our price to visit that previous low and then continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so we have seen, you know, triangle or ABC moves, which, you know, never went below this, which I was talking about in the previous weekly market outlook. Price never went below that, held that, and went for the next leg. Now we are having a bigger correction, bigger expanding triangle. So you are looking price to go bounce off, 15-minute correction and another leg, and once price extend up to, it has already, you know, it hasn't exactly tested that 41, right? I mean, I was anticipating it to tag that 41 and then drop. It hasn't tested that 41 of this previous impulse. So it can go up to that 41, all right? And then once it tests that 41, you are looking this to again drop. Every time when price is forming new high within that flag or wedge, you are looking this to break down and test this bottom. That's going to be the target. All right, so you're not sticking to the longer term reversal on this chart. Every time new highs come in, you are looking this to drop. So another leg next week, another leg to form, break that previous top and start trading into that direction. Okay, this move. Well, that makes sense. So New Zealand dollar, US dollar also went higher last week. We were expecting it to bounce back after the Fed rate decision. It went higher, short-term trades triggered the target. But we didn't see a bigger daily correction, which we were anticipating in the previous weekly market outlook, all right? This price to go into that direction. Still possible. We still can see that. A bigger correction, bigger pullback. Like that. Or like that, all right? So more likely this kind of formation can appear here at this area. But right now, you are sticking to the lower time frame and just trading on lower time frame rather than, you know, looking for a big wave over there on the New Zealand dollar. So your short-term trade gonna be a bounce off over there at the current price, okay, and a buy opportunity. A bounce off over there and continue to keep pushing more higher. That short-term trade when market gonna open. There were some news over the weekend that some countries are going into, you know, a circuit breaker lockdowns, like Netherlands already announced that, and UK has also said that they may, you know, announce lockdown after 25, 2-week circuit breaker lockdown. That can create some volatility. If that is going to impact on the market, then I don't think so that we're gonna have a huge impact of these news. All right, so some kind of a small crash we can see to the downside on New Zealand, Australian dollar, pound. You know, risk of move can happen over there. Small crash can happen. So if that happens, still gonna create a buy opportunity for short term. So make sure you keep that thing in mind as well. So when you are buying, keep that thing in mind that the crash can happen. A small crash can happen next week when we're going to have, you know, lockdown news from other countries as well. So you are looking for short-term buy opportunity. When you're going to go for that, keep in your mind that breakout is also can happen, and price can continue to keep dropping lower all the way up to 20 October lows. Like Australian dollar already has visited that 20 October lows. All right, so this chart also can break down. Let's move on to the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD longer term, 2-week. Longer term direction is still bullish. Yeah, so we are heading into that direction. And last week we were expecting it to break down, and yeah, so last week we were expecting it to break down and continue to keep dragging more lower or go for another leg higher and then drop. So we have seen another leg higher. Price broke out and then dropped after the Fed rate decision. We were expecting it to continue to keep dragging more lower. All right, so we have seen that trade over there, right? But that trade did not, continue. This correction did not continue for more downside. So what you are looking next on it, so you are looking again one more leg lower and price to visit the 20 October highs. Okay, there you can see 20 October highs is there. Okay, that target 20 October and one more leg lower to appear. So still gonna be a short-term sell opportunity from top, and price to visit the moving averages on 4-hour time frame and hold. All right, so once price gonna hold that, those 4-hour moving averages, then you are again looking for this to continue its bullish trend for more upside. Yeah, so in the previous weekly analysis, I have shown maybe shown or not a bigger, deeper pullback daily like other dollar pairs. All right, so that can happen, but I'm not anticipating right now. All right, because we are having change in policy, aggressive change in policy from the Fed last week. Yeah, and that can keep the dollar intact for more upside rather than a bigger daily correction. If that bigger daily correction is going to come, then still going to be a buy opportunity, guys. I hope that you understand that now, because we are having fundamental change, and that can drive the dollar for more upside. Okay, same goes with the pound. If I'm gonna look at that weekly chart, okay, so arrow was showing that 20 October low target there, so we are just simply heading to that 20 October lows. And last week we were expecting a daily correction, price to pull back and go into that direction, right? So breakout of that channel or wedge, we got that. We got a breakout, aggressive breakout, and then price went higher on higher interest rate from Bank of England, and even after Fed rate decision, it went higher, but struggled to maintain its bullish trend for more upside. Reasons are lockdowns. All right, lockdown is coming from the Bank of England. So we are still within a risk of move on pound against the dollar. Dollar is still gaining. So what we should do, we shouldn't look for a bigger daily correction for more upside. Even if it is coming, you still sticking to this to continue to keep dragging lower all the way up to 20 October low. So as other pairs, they have already tagged that 20 October lows target. There are many other pairs. I was even talking about that 20 October, lows in my previous weekly analysis as well, if you remember that. So many pairs have tested that, and pound is still, heading towards that. So daily correction to break down and pound to visit the 20 October lows. Okay, so how to trade? The trade is going to be a short-term buy opportunity next week from this previous low, the way my structure is showing. All right, so one more up leg, hold that previous top, and then continue to keep dragging lower for more downside. All right, so this one more leg lower, small leg. Okay, so this small leg which is just trying to appear over there, that to finish first, and price to bounce off from this previous low. All right, and then continue to keep pushing more higher. Can break that top. All right, so slightly can go beyond that top. So if I'm gonna check the 21, 41 of the previous impulse, then it can extend up to the high. Okay, the next leg higher, it can extend up to this area, and then again can fall for more downside. Okay, so right now you are looking just simply that correction to appear over there. Okay, and that's the structure. Okay, again, price to bounce off from this low, bounce off aggressively, correct, go back up, can break that top, and then again continue its bearish trend all the way back to that low, or get a bigger daily correction and then continue to keep dragging lower. So we'll keep updating once price gonna go for that bigger correction. Hope that makes sense. You got the idea. breakdown can happen, okay? It can break down and continue to keep dragging more lower. I'm not anticipating. That's the reason I'm not showing, you know, continuation trade. Even if it is going to come, breakdown is going to come. It's not a, you know, tradable place. We can say that we shouldn't be seller over there at the current price. All right, and now let's move on to the yen pairs, and then we're going to talk about the others. So dollar yen. So dollar yen is still a longer term bearish chart. Right, so you know, some people are expecting that dollar should rise against the yen, right? And it shouldn't fall. That's what they're expecting, because we are having, you know, hawkish Fed, and hawkish Fed should drive the dollar higher against the yen. But that's not the case, all right? So if Fed is going to be hawkish, dollar is not going to rise against the yen, all right? Dollar will fall against the yen, but dollar will rise against the other pairs, right? But won't be able to rise against the yen, and yen gonna get stronger. The reason is very much simple. We are having, you know, overvaluation issues right now in the stock market. Okay, if Fed is going to be hawkish and going to raise the interest rate very aggressively, that may, you know, disrupt the stock market. Stock market can drop very aggressively. If stock market is going to drop very aggressively, then obviously it is going to give strength to the dollar, but it is going to give strength more to the yen rather than the dollar. All right, so when we're going to have strength on the yen, then dollar is not going to gain against the yen. Okay, yen gonna get more stronger than the dollar. Okay, and then this pair gonna continue to keep dropping more downside rather than, you know, pushing more higher. Dollar gonna gain against the others risk on currencies, but it is not going to gain against the yen, the way people are talking about that the dollar gonna get stronger if Fed is going to raise the interest rate quicker in 2022. So it is going to be a bearish story in 2022. So dollar yen is going to drop in 2022 for longer term. So that's for longer term. All right, for short term, this is what you are looking. So you are looking this to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, test that top or break that top, and then again this short term trade back within that daily flag. All right, and that daily flag to break down for more downside. Okay, that daily flag, this daily flag which is just appearing over there, that to break down for longer term to the downside. As long as price gonna stay below that top, it's a bearish opportunity for longer term. All right, so on lower time frame, price still can push more higher. Another leg is trying to appear over there that it can push higher. It can test that top or can break out, and this is going to be the opportunity, all right, for next week. Short term opportunity all the way back to this low, up to, you know, the short term target gonna be this previous low, or medium term target gonna be these areas. Okay, so 112.60. So that's the dollar yen, and chief yen also gonna be the chart for next week to watch. Chief yen is going to be an interesting pair for longer term. So longer term, 20 October target, and the 20 October target gonna be there. That's your 20 October target, and the daily flag is just appearing over there, and it is setting up for breakdown. Last time when we had a daily correction on the chief yen was that, okay, and we had a nice breakout over there. It went lower but didn't test the 20 October lows at that time, and then went higher. So we're having another daily correction over there. Okay, this daily correction is just setting up for breakout all the way back to that 20 October lows. Yeah, well, that makes sense. So what to do? Nothing new. Just keep repeating the previous weekly forecast. What was the previous weekly analysis? The trades you are looking are these small short-term trades first. All right. And last week was that. Before that, this was the short-term trade. So these are the trades you are looking for short term first, and every time when price is coming close to these previous lows, all right, these previous lows, you are looking price to break down, all right, this daily correction, break down this daily correction to break down very, very aggressively and continue to keep dropping lower. All right, so if I'm gonna make it simple, then you are looking price to stay below those 4-hour moving averages. Yeah, price never, I mean, it slightly went beyond those moving averages, but again managed to get back below those 4-hour moving averages. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the bigger time frame, then you can, you know, stick to these 8-hour moving averages for bigger time frame, for bigger, I mean, time frame or longer term trade. All right, or this correction. All right, this correction to break down and price to continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, again further lower 1-hour time frame, every time when price is coming close to this previous top, you are watching price action. All right, these are the sellers are just trying to get in and trying to reverse this to the downside. So when we're gonna have drop on this chart, we're gonna have drop on the dollar yen too at that time. So both trades gonna be the similar trades. So dollar yen is also forming that daily correction. You see, they both are, all three currencies are safe haven. Dollar is a safe haven, yen is a safe haven, chief is a safe haven. All right, and the dollar is rising right now against the yen, and similar way chief is rising against the yen. Okay, so when this daily flag gonna break down, at the same time you're gonna see that the chief yen daily flag gonna break down too. So both trades are same. So when you are going after these two trades, understand that if you're gonna take one, and at the same time if you're gonna trigger the other one too, so your risk gonna double. So two trades at the same time on these two pairs, you're gonna double your risk. All right, so for short term it's all right, but if you're planning to hold that trade for longer term, so make sure you understand your risk first. Okay, so this to visit the 20 October lows to euro yen. All right, so last week I was talking about a short-term buy opportunity. Yeah, I was even have, you know, shared couple of you know, sell opportunities as well. So we haven't, you know, seen YouTube, so let's look at the YouTube first. So the euro yen. Okay, so euro yen was a buy opportunity for short term, or even in since last couple of weeks, three, 4 weeks. All right, so I was talking about that the euro yen is setting up for a reversal or bounce off. All right, before that we were expecting euro yen to keep dropping, so it was dropping from the top. So we had that short-term buy opportunity last week during the Fed rate decision and you know, ECB rate decision. Okay, so that played well, but right after that it went lower very, very aggressively. Yeah, so you know, Bitcoin is doing right now okay. We're gonna talk about that too. NOK yen went higher and broke out, but did not continue to keep pushing more higher. We're going to talk about all yen pairs. All right, so they are having similar structure, similar formation. This broke out too. Short-term trade was okay. All these trades broke out for short-term, went higher. All these charts broke out for short-term, all right, but they didn't continue to keep pushing more higher. So I'm going to talk about one, then hopefully you're going to understand the rest of the yen pairs too. All right, so for longer term, you are sticking to this trend to stay intact and price to visit the 20 October lows. Okay, so on lower time frame, what you are looking. So last week, we were expecting a buy opportunity on this, all right, and this wedge to break out for upside. It broke out, went lower, all right, and then there we were expecting price to hold and continue to keep pushing more higher. What was the analysis? The analysis was that, so we were expecting a retracement, all right? Retracement of this bearish wave up to 78 or 70 area, okay, up to these areas. That is still possible, guys, but right now the chances for price to pull back that much far away is becoming low. All right, and if we're gonna have another leg higher, then this is gonna be a sell opportunity for longer term to the downside. So what you are looking right now on this chart, so you are looking again price to hold this previous low, bounce off again from this, okay, and go back up. It test that top or slightly go beyond that previous top, and then again keep dropping lower to the downside for longer term. Okay, so buy is slightly risky on the euro yen. When you are trading for buy, make sure you understand that when you are going for the upside, it carry risk. Okay, so what you are looking, this expanding triangle formation to hold and price to bounce off. All right, bounce off, correct, and go back up, or at least up to that top. Do not break down this previous low. Okay, so if price gonna break down that previous low, then it's gonna continue to keep dropping more downside. I'm not anticipating that move right now. What I see another leg is possible. Okay, and that gonna create a continuation opportunity for more downside. So very much similar structure gonna be over there on the pound yen. Okay, so pound yen is dropping from the previous top, and pound yen gonna have a lot of room to run for the downside on for longer term, but up to 20 October lows. 20 October lows is far away on pound yen. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, you are looking pound yen to do exactly similar way. So pound yen slightly can drop up to this low before going to push up for another leg higher. Okay, I'm anticipating this formation. Okay, pound yen to hold, bounce up for next week, go back up, test that top or new high, and then again continue to keep dropping more downside. This is what I'm looking for the next week. Okay, so if breaks down, this breakout comes, keep dropping lower, this is not tradable, let that go. We don't have a perfect place to chase that move. Yeah, you shouldn't chase that. You shouldn't be seller over there on the yen pairs. Okay, so if they give you a pullback, then great. Okay, go with the trend up to 20 October. Same goes with the CAD Yen, very much similar way. And the target gonna be the 20 October lows for longer term. Yeah, this pair still got a lot of room to run. If I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frames, very much similar structure like yen pairs. All right, so we may see bounce off another leg higher all the way back to that top, and then can give us a sell opportunity again from that top to the downside. Okay, if breakout comes, so let that go. You shouldn't chase that. It's not a best. They are not at a best place where you can chase them for more downside. If bigger correction comes, great. Okay, one more up leg and keep dropping lower to the downside. Hope that makes sense for you. So pound, Aussie yen. What is the setup was there on this? Okay, there you got the 2-hour time frame. Okay, so we are still heading into that direction. Last week we were expecting a bigger correction, and the target is same, nothing new. You are looking price to hit that, visit that 20 October lows. Okay, and if I'm gonna go to the 4-hour time frame, last week we were expecting another leg higher on 2-hour time frame. All right, so if you remember 2-hour time frame, moving averages held that, and price went higher. Okay, those are the 2-hour time frame moving averages. Price formed nice ABC move, held those, broke out, and went higher for the next leg. Okay, so price to hold that floor, this floor, and go back up for another leg higher. All right, like that. So breakdown can happen. All right, so this breakdown can happen. So if it breaks down, tradable, you can chase that on 4-hour time frame, but I will suggest you to not chase that for more downside. Okay, on breakout on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so if you are planning to short, Okay, this is not at a good spot to short it. Let that to form another leg higher, and then this is going to be the target for short, or at least price to test that top before you start looking for this to drop. All right, so this is gonna, if we're gonna have another leg higher on the Aussie Yen, this is gonna create a perfect pattern formation for longer term drop on the Aussie Yen. Okay, so as said, target gonna be 20 October lows. Can you see that the daily correction gonna be over there at new high? Okay, so that's what you're looking. So same goes with you with the Aussie Yen, similar pattern. Last week we were expecting 2-hour time frames to hold. Moving averages, they held, went higher, and then they drop. So daily correction is underway. Okay, this daily correction is underway, like I have shown you on the Chief Yen or dollar yen. Okay, what's the target for longer term? 20 October lows. It's going into that direction and turning a daily, forming a daily correction. Okay, so what we were expecting last week, 2-hour time frame corrections to hold. All right, price, you know, slightly we got a bigger correction. Okay, but price never went below this impulse and then went higher for the next leg. Okay, so what's the analysis for the next week? Same, price to hold that previous bottom. Okay, bounce off, correct, go back up, test that top or new high. Okay, and then again start dropping for longer term to the downside. So I see that the price still gonna stay within the daily correction rather than, you know, keep dropping for longer term to the downside. So daily correction is due on these yen pairs. Okay, hope that makes sense. And this is the structure, this is the formation you are looking for. 20 October gonna be the target on lower time frame, bounce off, expanding triangle formation, which is already appearing over there, and price to form that daily correction. All right, that daily correction, price to stay within that daily correction. So SEC is also same, 20 October low is going to be the target. All these charts are very easy to understand. There is no complications. How do we know that they're going to go to that 20 October lows? Yeah, because of the fundamentals, how fundamentals are developing and how other assets are behaving. That's the reason, you know, targeting that 20 October lows, right? And price is going to go into that direction sooner or later. All right, so same analysis, nothing new, expanding triangle. All right, bounce off, correct, go back up, new high. All right, so in case if we don't see that next leg higher, okay, what price can do, it can go all the way back to that low and then again gonna manage to get back. Okay, it again can get back and can go for a daily correction like we are, or triangle. Okay, or triangle, if I'm gonna make it more simple, triangle like euro is doing right now. Okay, this is what you are looking right now on another yen, you know, yen pairs. They are going and it is already in shape. Okay, they are forming that daily correction. Euro has already, you know, we can say that we may see another leg higher on in the euro dollar before drop to the downside. So they are in the shape, they are shaping up for that correction. Hope that makes sense. You got my point. So NOK, similar, target is 20 October lows. 20 October comes somewhere there. All right, so there is the 20 October low. So that's going to be the target, longer term target. And on lower time frame, all right, this is what you are looking for. Okay, again, similar structure, similar formation, bounce off from that previous lows. If I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame, it also held 2 hour time frame, went higher for the next leg, but did not continue. Okay, so slight change, we can say that. Okay, so expanding triangle or contracting, whatever you want to call that, bounce off, correct, test that top or new high, okay, within that bigger daily correction, and then breakout and continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, so one more up leg trade setup is possible over there, and then continue to keep dropping lower. Bitcoin, I think I will talk about that later on, and let's talk about the Bitcoin as well. So I'm gonna clear this too. So I think the 2-hour time frame or daily time frame. So there was the daily. There you got shown that chart many times, guys, and the reason to show you that chart is very much simple, so that you can understand that what is the direction of the trend. That's the direction of the trend, and there is possibility that the Bitcoin can visit, you know, 30. Maybe some of you guys are not, you know, comfortable Bitcoin to go that much far away. Okay, let's just stick to the 42 first, and once price gonna hit the 42, then we'll see how it is going to do. Okay, so we got breakouts, the breakouts which I was talking about there in this BTC analysis. Okay, and the next BTC analysis. One more thing, guys. So on some of my videos you're gonna see updates. On some of my videos you're gonna see setups. Okay, and on some of my videos you're gonna see recap and analysis and update. Okay, so setup means that those pairs are ready to trade, and analysis means we may see possible opportunities on those setups. Recap means previous videos, and update means simply what is going to happen next. Okay, so make sure you understand that when you are trading on such pairs. So what's next? Next is very much simple. Okay, like the previous video analysis. As long as price gonna stay below those 4-hour moving averages, you are not looking Bitcoin to break up for upside. Yeah, so price is about to test those moving averages. SMA is being about to test. BTC is about to test that 4-hour SMA like it has done there. You see there? Okay, or like it has, you know, broken down there. So this is gonna be, you know, important price to watch. Yeah, and we may see, you know, this leg. Okay, this leg and all the way back to this previous low, that previous low. Okay, so price to hold that 4-hour moving average and continue to keep dropping lower. The price is 50, we can say that, right? So 50 is the price to watch on the Bitcoin. Okay, in case if price is going to break up that SMA, okay, then what you are looking simply this bigger correction. Okay, then again drop. Okay, this bigger ABC move. Looks messy, all right? So let me draw using that. All right, this correction to break up, test that top or form new high up to 55, then again continue its bearish trend. All right, so on 1-hour time frame, video analysis is already there. All right, when price was breaking the flag, I already told you that, guys, we may see another leg higher, okay, rather than going to continue to keep dropping lower from this area. That breakout may not continue. So this is the top, okay, and this is the short term back to this low, and the target going to be the 42 for medium term. Short term target going to be within these areas. That's the BTC. Okay, so what is the important price to watch? This is the important price to watch. Okay, this which is about to being tested by the 4-hour moving averages. Divergence is there. Okay, if that divergence is going to play out, then you're simply going to see another leg higher, okay, which I'm not anticipating right now. Okay, this leg higher, and then again there's going to be a pressure. Okay, what I was telling you when price was there in my previous video analysis on the Bitcoin, I was telling you that BTC went higher, and the reason was the higher inflation. BTC is going down because Fed does not want higher inflation. Okay, so the important thing you need to keep in your mind right now is that, let me bring another chart. Maybe you guys don't know about that. All right, so this is gonna help you guys, gonna increase your knowledge. So those who are you know, buying Ethereum right now, okay, what was the bigger time frame drop? Okay, and the next chart still dragging lower. Okay, compare. Okay, so there is a almost 15 days or 15 to 20 days lag between these prices. Okay, so let's talk about that. So Bitcoin formed high there on 14th of April, and Ethereum, you know, formed new high on 12 May. Almost a month lag was there. Okay, Bitcoin was rising, Ethereum was rising, but was in a slow rise. Then it jumped very, very aggressively for upside. Okay, and even I was telling you guys before that comes, when Bitcoin was rising, I was telling you guys at these areas that they keep eyes on the Ethereum. Okay, at these areas, keep eyes when Bitcoin was rising. Yeah, and I was telling you guys, keep eyes on the Ethereum. Ethereum can run to catch up the Bitcoin. So it came and formed new high. So what's now? So now the price is very much clear. If you are buying Ethereum, you should keep that thing in your mind. Bitcoin already tested almost this previous low, or 42. Let's make it in 2 boxes. There, it's gonna be much easier to understand. Okay, so Ethereum, Bitcoin almost tested that previous low. Okay, so there you got the. Okay, so Bitcoin is testing 28. It has already tested 28 September low there. All right, so Ethereum still got a room to run. So if you are buying Ethereum at this area and looking for this to continue, and Bitcoin keeps falling, okay, so this is not going to happen simply. All right, so drop on Bitcoin will not let the Ethereum to continue its trend for more upside. Okay, so drop on Bitcoin will also drag Ethereum lower. All right, and right now people believes that Ethereum gonna take, gonna take off and may, cross the Bitcoin. That is not going to happen anytime soon. All right, so there is a lag, and Bitcoin, Ethereum can fall back to that previous low very, very aggressively at any time. Okay, and make sure you are prepared for that if you are specifically buying Ethereum over there right now. Okay, so drop on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps dropping lower, I'm anticipating it to go all the way up to this 30K. If it keeps dropping, then this is not going to continue. Yeah, this is gonna visit that previous low, 28 September low, and then possibly this, 1700 drop. So keep that thing in mind. So it's informative, and good luck. So BTC And Nikkei index, 4-hour time frame, this wedge. Okay, so wedge to break down, another leg higher, new high, and then drop, or break down and continue to keep dragging more lower. So S&P 500 is in a correction, okay, and this daily correction to appear over there to form, and then continue up to 5,000. Another leg can happen, okay, but again testing that top drop. Okay, so right now this is the structure which you see on my chart, and price just follow that. CAD chief to also visit the 20 October lows. All right, and on 4-hour time frame we still may see another leg higher, and that's what you are looking. The structure is very much clear, so I'm anticipating another leg higher rather than keep dropping more lower. So EuroCAD to rise for longer term. That's the longer term structure. Arrows are showing where to go. And on 4-hour time frame, flat formation. All right, this flat formation, another leg lower may appear over there. Last week we were expecting corrections to continue. Corrections broken out and price still keep pushing more higher. So you are first of all looking this to break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. There is correction. That's the correction. That 4-hour time frame correction. Price to stay above the 4-hour moving averages and break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. If they don't, and then drag, test that previous low, flat formation, continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, hold this previous low then. Pound chief, very much similar analysis like the yen pairs. Target 20 October lows. All right, daily correction is underway. The daily correction which we were talking about last week. 4-hour time frame, moving averages coming over there, stay trending, stay below those 4-hour moving averages. Hold that, continue to keep dragging lower, break down that previous bottom, continue to keep dragging lower, okay, or go back up and then drop. Euro pound gonna be the chart to watch in longer term. The lower the euro pound goes, a pound chief goes, the opportunity is building here on the euro pound for breakup for upside. Okay, so last week, as I said, that another leg lower can appear over there. That one more leg is just appearing over there. So you are looking it to either break out very, very aggressively, the way I'm showing on my arrow, and continue to keep rising, or simply go down, test that previous low again, and then longer term buy opportunity for more upside. Okay, so the exception to buy euro yen at the current price is a strong breakout, which I'm not anticipating. In case if that happens, okay, a very strong aggressive breakout comes over, then you are looking it to continue, keep pushing more higher. Pound Australian dollar, daily chart, continue to keep rising all the way up to 1.91 on 4-hour time frame. We may see another leg lower, okay, and a wedge formation. Let me draw, get this wedge formation before going to rise. So another leg lower, okay, this leg lower, back to this low or new low, and then continue to keep pushing more higher. Breakup is possible and can continue to keep rising, but I'm not anticipating. All right, so this is the structure, very much clear, easy to understand, and continue to keep pushing more higher. So you are talking about the BTC or Ethereum. If you are looking to buy the BTC right now, it's not a buy opportunity, okay? The longer term buy opportunity I'm anticipating on the Ethereum is the 30K. I'm anticipating it to find its longer term floor over there at 30K and then continue to keep rising for more upside. Okay, so it's still far away from that price. And if you are looking to buy the Bitcoin and Bitcoin to continue to keep pushing more higher from the current price, that's not a place to look for it to buy. I might be I might be wrong. Okay, but this is what I see. I don't see buy opportunity. Okay, you may buy if you are comfortable. You can look for it to continue to keep pushing more higher, but I don't see that is coming right now. All right, fundamentals are not supporting that move. Fundamentals are supporting that Bitcoin gonna stay under pressure for a couple of more. What are the fundamentals? Fundamental central banks looking to raise the interest rates. Okay, when they're gonna raise the interest rate, there is no inflation, and these assets are inflationary. Cryptocurrencies are inflationary, so they need inflation to rise. So pound New Zealand dollar, another leg lower, and then continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, that's the daily structure. If I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame, one more drop. Okay, one more drop, that drop to test that low and then continue to keep rising. Breakup is possible, but I don't see that is going to come right now. I see one more leg lower and then buy opportunity, price to stay above, moving averages with the trend. Moving averages are just coming over there at this previous low. The Bitcoin, pound CAD, very much similar analysis like the pound New Zealand dollar. Longer term target going to be that previous top, continue to keep rising on 4-hour time frame, price to break up and continue to keep rising, or another leg lower. Get another leg lower, test that low, and then continue to keep rising or more upside. I see another leg lower, okay, and if that comes, then you are looking this to hold the previous low and continue to keep rising. All right, so I was talking about this pair to rise for longer term for upside, and that's not changing. Euro Australian dollar, daily time frame, 20 October target is far away. If I'm gonna look at the 20 October target, there is the 20 October target. That's the target, and that's not going to change anytime soon. All right, and there was the possibility for one more leg lower, but it's setting up for continuation for more upside. So we may see another leg lower there. Okay, that leg back to that low, and we may see some strength on the Australian dollar. All right, and that wedge. Okay, and then that wedge to break up and continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, that's the structure. Another leg lower, tradable, and then that's what you are looking. Once price gonna form new low. Okay, so wedge is forming, and even I was anticipating that wedge to form, but on some pairs it is forming, in a sharp shape, and on some pairs it is forming, in a sideways market, we can say, or flat sideways market. Okay, so it's a sign that the market the risk of move gonna continue. Aussie Chief also continue to keep dropping lower up to 20 October lows, or possibly go below that 20 October lows. All right, so another pair which is close to 20 October right now, heading towards the longer term 20 October target. So similar kind of wedge we may see right now. If I'm gonna pull out my fib lines from there to there, all right, then the retracement of this is going to be the 70%, which comes somewhere there. An extension of this move comes 141 of this area. Okay, and this wedge, which is just trying to appear over there, it can go up to 1.41 of the previous impulsive move on all pairs or risk on pairs. So this is what you are looking right now. Okay, breakdown, and test that low, same like others, bounce off, correct, go back up, this top or new high 41 or 70. Yeah, retracement 41 gonna be somewhere there at these areas. Okay, and 70 is there, and then again continue to keep dropping lower. That's gonna be the target. All right, so that's your Aussie Chief. Formation is very much similar like the Australian dollar or Aussie Yen, Australian dollar, US dollar, or Aussie Yen. All right, so target is 20 October. Longer term, this wedge to break up, and 4-hour time frame, one more drop, moving averages, hold and continue its trend. Short-term sell opportunity is there, already happening from that top to this low, and then hold and then continue trend. So Kiwi Chief, similar, 20 October lows. That's the target there. Lower time frame, one more leg higher. Again, there is a wedge or expanding triangle formation, guys. That's the formation. Okay, one more leg in that, and then hold that top and then keep dropping. Kiwi CAD, wedge. Okay, so we may see breakdown, okay, of this move. One more breakdown back to this previous low. Okay, so this is not a best pair right now because it has moved a lot from the floor. Last week we were expecting it to break out and continue to keep rising. Since last week it's rising. If I'm gonna make it more simple analysis, let's go to the lower time frame. As long as price stay above those 1-hour moving averages, you are looking this to just keep breaking out and continue to keep pushing more higher. Simple analysis. All right, there you see breakout, continue and keep rising. Once price break down those moving averages, then another leg lower to come. Same goes with this chart. As long as price stay above your 1-hour moving averages, the trend is bullish. Okay, you are expecting it to hold moving averages and continue its bullish trend. And once price aggressively break down, then another leg lower. These two charts are same. All right, so that's the wedge. Similar wedge, we can say that, like the Kiwi CAD. One more leg can happen. One more leg can happen. So keep that thing in mind. Okay, target gonna be that top. Aussie New Zealand dollar still can drop. Longer term is reversal, which is just already has happened over there from the floors. Okay, and that's the target. I'm still anticipating another leg lower. If that comes, gonna be great to buy this pair again from the floor. Okay, and then this is gonna be the buy opportunity. So if you are trading on this pair for buying right now at the current price, it's not a best pair right now to chase for the buys. Okay, so even it's not at a good spot where you can sell it. So better to ignore. Only wait for a big drop and then continue to keep buying more for more upside. Euro Chief continue to keep dragging more lower. Okay, it can go up to 1, can surprise this time. 1 is slightly far away. All right, but it can go there, guys. So if dollar can you know, run under 1 against this chief, then euro can go down to, all right. So there is no fixed floor on the euro chief to hold. Yeah, let me check the dollar chief. Where the dollar chief is running right now. Dollar is a world reserve currency and running at 0.92 against the chief. Okay, so euro is nothing to the dollar. Euro is a smaller currency as with compared to the dollar. So if dollar is as a reserve currency can drop against the chief below 1, then euro can also fall below 1 against the chief. So continuation, so far the trend is bearish. 4-hour time frame is just holding the trend, and not a best. To be honest, this is not a best currency right now to trade. And even if you are trading, then keep in your mind that there is risk. Okay, what the risk is that if you're gonna start looking for sell, it can bounce off very aggressively for upside. Okay, and you know, if you are buying, then it can continue to keep falling slowly all the way, you know, back to 1. So it hasn't found bottom, it hasn't confirmed reversal, and it is still in a bearish trend and can keep dropping lower. So if you're going to start chasing the trend for the downside, you're hardly gonna manage to get good return on it. All right, so max you're gonna get 50 or even 100 bit move on it. So not a best pair to chase right now. Risk is huge, yeah, and return is not good enough to chase that pair. So yeah, that's what I'm anticipating right now. That flat formation to break down. Okay, or daily correction to break down like the euro dollar and continue to keep dragging lower before going to reverse at least up to 1 or 2 first, and possibly 1. Dollar rand got a room to run a lot for more upside. Top at 1950. In top going to be at the 1950. Weekly wave is on its way, broke out, heading higher. 4-hour time frame, moving averages, holding, hold previous bottom, short term one more up leg, and break the top and continue to keep rising. Okay, hope that makes sense. This expanding triangle or ABC move or flat, whatever you want to call that, hold that previous low, do not break down these previous low, and continue to keep rising its bullish trend. Okay, so dollar peso is very much similar, but moving averages, 4-hour moving averages are not there. Let me check the 8-hour. Let's check the daily. All right, so daily is supporting, about to support. Target gonna be that top. Rates, rate rise are coming in the US, and trend is trying to shape up for upside. This trend, right? That daily chart is heading higher, slowly heading higher, but a lot of room to come, and price to hold that daily trend, okay, and break out this, this daily correction to break out aggressively and continue to keep rising. So simple analysis. Dollar Chinese yuan chart to watch for longer term. Set, a couple of times before as well. Wedge is shaping up. This wedge is shaping up. Breakout. That's the longer term direction. And on 4-hour time frame, it broke down, went lower, then bounced off. Okay, any correction you see, it's, by the way, already forming correction on 4-hour time frame. All right, so there, that correction to hold, and price to continue to keep rising. All right, so rise or drop, hold, continue. Do not go below this floor. All right, so dollar Chinese yuan, dollar Turkish lira. So if you are trading on the dollar Turkish lira, then make sure you check the margin requirements on this currency, okay, because margin requirements has shoot up very aggressively. Okay, so margin requirements are very high, so you're hardly gonna get enough profit on it to pay your cost of trade. So keep that thing in mind. Okay, but what I'm anticipating this will just keep rising and tag 20. Previously what I said, tag 15, it gone beyond 15. All right, so when it was close to 12 or 13, okay, at that time I said that, guys, you are looking this to continue. So trend is still bullish. It can go up to 20, and the important thing to understand there is that the central bank is struggling to hold the trend. I mean, to change the trend. Okay, we have seen couple of interventions from the Turkish central bank, but they failed every time when they sold dollars to give strength to the Turkish lira, but they failed. All right, so they are also what is happening right now on the Turkish lira, okay, because inflation is higher right now in the Turkey. Okay, inflation was close to 20%. So to bring inflation down, okay, so traditional policy says that you should raise the interest rates. Okay, when you raise the interest rate, inflation goes down. But what Turkey is doing right now, so Turkey is doing the opposite. Yeah, so inflation is going higher. They are dropping the interest rates. All right, they are cutting the interest rate, inflation going higher, cutting the interest rate, which is eventually pushing the currency lower too against the dollar. Okay, that's the policy, okay, which is driving the currency lower. But policy is not the only thing which is driving the Turkish lira lower. Okay, there are political reasons as well which is driving the currency lower. All right, so political reasons are more important rather than the monetary policy here. All right, so this is not going to reverse anytime soon. Okay, any correction will be a buy opportunity for longer term for upside up to 20 on the Turkish lira. All right, so modern monetary policy says that to keep the interest rate low, close to zero. Inflation eventually gonna come close to 0 too. That's what Turkey is trying to do. Right, they are trying to apply the modern monetary policy theory. Bring the interest rate down, inflation eventually gonna come down. All right, but the traditional monetary policy says that if you want to control the inflation, you should raise the interest rates. Okay, but Turkey is doing opposite. They are, applying the modern theory, which is eventually causing the Turkish lira to drop. Okay, so ruble also continue to keep pushing more higher. So dollar trend is not going to change, specifically against the developing economies. So that's the target, and weekly trend to continue like Turkish lira and dollar peso or dollar rand. So ruble also gonna struggle and gonna continue to keep pushing more higher. So this daily correction to continue, guys. Okay, so US oil, we missed that last week because I was planning to give you update during the week, but I haven't got enough time. So oil to drop to 20 October lows on. So oil is in a bearish trend, dropping. Similar structure like the yen pairs. Okay, we still may see another leg higher. That's the structure you are looking for. Price to bounce off from this previous low and form another leg and then drop. This is going to be the target for medium term, and longer term target going to be the much lower. Okay, so when you are looking to buy the oil, it can break down to, keep that thing in mind, guys. The structure is still allowing one more drop. The same goes with the Brent 20 October target, and same structure, one more leg can appear over there, the way my structure is showing. Okay, like that, or going to break down. So we are in a correction which can break down and continue the trend for more downside, or we can see another leg higher before going to continue. So natural gas to continue to keep dragging more lower. All right, so trade with care when you're selling the natural gas, because right now there is shortage in the EU and energy crisis in the EU. All right, and US is trying to supply as much natural gas as they can. That's causing their natural gas to go down. So we may see breakup, this move as well. So keep that thing in mind. So it's not a best asset right now to trade because of volatility. So Nasdaq 100 index to drop to 4-hour time frame, very much similar like S&P 500. That's what you are looking. Structure is showing everything. Arrows are showing. US 30 to drop to get a bigger correction and then go back up. 4-hour time frame to drop to. All right, and German 32, one more leg lower. UK 100 index, one more leg lower on my chart structure is showing one more leg lower. All right, gold. So gold, okay, when Fed is going to raise the interest rate, so gold is not a good buy. So gold is a sell opportunity for longer term. All right, so gold to visit the lows. That's the place. On 4-hour time frame, that's what you are looking. Price to drop all the way back to that low. Silver went lower, okay, within that wedge. We were expecting that move. Daily correction is due. What you are looking, price to just simply stay below those moving averages and continue its bearish trend for more downside. All right, so short term, one more leg lower back to that previous low. Copper to also drop, one more leg lower. Copper gonna be the biggest casualty in 2022 for longer term when Fed gonna raise the interest rate, and this is going to drop for a big time, right? Big time. And all these charts gonna drop for a big time too. Corn gonna drop for a big. All right, cotton gonna drop for big. All these gonna drop in 2022. They're already finding their tops. All right, that's the trend. Reversal, huge reversal is going to come in 2022 on these items. Wheat too. All right, so some small caps also go in a bigger correction. All right, so buying is enough. People bought aggressively during 2021 and 2021, so keep dropping, break that previous floor and slightly go more lower. Okay, and I'm not anticipating that buy opportunity right now. Okay, so yeah, let me draw a structure. Okay, so that's what we can see. Not anticipating US Russell 2000 to go that much far away when the large caps are struggling. All right, so Russell 3000 to drop to, Euro 50 drop to. Now you may see the reason. Okay, before that, in the last 2 weeks, I was saying that equities should drop, but at that time maybe you are not agree with that opinion. All right, but now you see that the Fed is changing their policy. Now it's making sense to stop buying the indices, all right, and think somewhere else to invest. Choose other assets to invest, because Fed is going to raise the interest rate, and when Fed is going to raise the interest rate, you should not expect indices to outperform. They still can perform well in 2022, okay, but the way they have performed in 2020 and 2021, you are not going to see that kind of strength on indices. Okay, we are going to see top very soon on indices. Top means top that can stay there, let's say, for 1 or 2 years. All right, so Stoxx 600, same drop, expanding triangle. Okay, and let me look at the sum of cryptocurrencies. Okay, so Ethereum, I'm still anticipating, shown you the reason why I'm anticipating Ethereum to drop. It's lagging. It can visit the 27, all right, 27 or 2600, or in best possible case 1800. BNB 2. Okay, let me tell you a different thing, guys. Let me teach you something. I have told you before that. Okay, ADA dropped from that top. Okay, right now ADA is testing this previous low of still slightly above that previous low, and forming a massive triangle. All right, testing this previous low, forming a massive triangle. All right, so the Bitcoin is still behind. Normally Bitcoin lead us that what is going to come on the rest of the coins. Okay, but this time Bitcoin is struggling. Okay, there you got the room which left over there on the Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin can visit that 30k mark too. So that's the reason why I see more downside. Okay, ADA dropped, testing, forming similar structure, similar pattern. Let me draw now. Okay, expanding, huge expanding triangle formation, similar like we have just experienced on the ADA. Okay, this chart posted even before the Bitcoin drop to come. It posted on 24th of August, and then it started to drop and drop on Bitcoin. Chart posted on, there is there was the chart. Okay, so not sure where that has gone. Maybe on two week. No, not on 2 week. Don't see there. No, I just want to see the date. There was the chart. So maybe, yeah, it's trading view calculated, not coming. So can be there. We can see that there. There you got. I want to just see the date. Okay, so date is the 14th of November. 14th of November. So ADA was the earlier. ADA was in August. Found its top in August, and Bitcoin found its top in November. And we are having same shape on both charts. All right, and there we need ADA. Okay, so similar structure. Similar structure you see there, and this can happen. That can happen, all right? That can happen. So if you're buying the Bitcoin, keep that thing in mind, guys, that the risk exists over there, that the drop can come over there on BTC. All right, so what I'm looking at the ADA, so I'm simply expecting ADA to bounce off. All right, to hold this previous price one. There is possibility that ADA can drop, guys. There is, last time when I was saying that yeah, that was the time to buy the ADA when we have seen crash in March in 2020 across the market. All right, so since then it is rising. Okay, so it's not this is not ideal price. Okay, it can even go below this. So this is not a ideal price where you should stick and then just simply get in and look for this to continue to keep pushing more higher. $1, right? So this is not ideal price. We may see breakdown too, so just be aware of that. Okay, I'm anticipating some price action at one price to hold that, and maybe another leg higher, but right now I don't have reason for another leg to appear over there. All right, on ADA, fundamentals are not supporting another leg higher right now on the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so Luna dropped in the previous video analysis. We were expecting another leg lower to come at these areas. Okay, another push higher, then dropped, and then it managed to get back to the upside. So another leg lower again, struggling. Simply it's struggling, trying to maintain its bullish trend. Okay, but still struggling. Another leg lower to happen. All right, so So people think that those who are buying the coins, they are making money. Actually, they are not. The buyers are not making the money on the coins. All right. So short sellers, they are making the money. Every coin which is popping up, they are coming and selling that. They know that they're gonna go back to bottom again. So short sellers. All right. So coins which are heavy right now are having, you know, still having bullish trend, trying to continue their trend. All right. They also gonna get under pressure too. All right. So example, I will show you what I'm saying, guys. Short sellers are making more money rather than the buyers. Okay, because every coin which pop-ups create opportunities for short sellers. Okay, so sand, very much similar analysis like last week. Squeezing, breakout can happen. It's trying to squeeze and trying to break up for the next leg, and possible. Okay, it can break out for next leg and can continue to keep more higher. All right, that's what I'm looking right now. All right, very much similar like previous week. So both it can continue to keep rising, or we can see another leg lower. Okay, so squeezing, this is what I was talking about. All right, there are many coins which pop up every day. Okay, so it popped up from 18 cent to 19. Okay, this happens, you know, very rare. Coins pop up and continue to keep, you know, rising. But this is very, you know, everyday story. This happens every day. They pop up, and right after that they start going into corrections. All right, the pop-ups, how you can catch that pop-up, how you can catch that aggressive rise, you can catch that only holding. Okay, if you buy, you hold, and it's gonna be your luck if they pop up. They pop up aggressively and rise, you're gonna be lucky. All right, otherwise hold it for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, or 5 years. All right, or luckily if one coin goes higher, and you're gonna get profitable. All right, but short sellers, when any coin which is popping up, they are squeezing that coins back to the bottom. Okay, and this coin is also squeezing from top. Okay, so we're gonna look at the Doge Coin too. So it's in a bearish trend, squeezing, okay, and still can keep squeezing. So risk definitely exists over there for shorting these coins at such levels, okay, because they can pop up very, very aggressively for upside. So keep that thing in mind too if you are shorting. All right, and if you are looking for buy, then we need a strong breakout like that, okay, like that, or like these examples. Target is not there, okay, so you're targeting somewhere there, 75, okay, or let the price fall back and test the previous bottom, and then, you know, you are looking this to continue to keep rising. So the example is there, Cortex, CTX is the example. Okay, same, this chart, squeezing, same analysis. Again, they are squeezing, they can. All right, so again, yeah, again, another, there are many coins like that. How are you gonna make money on them? Hold. All right, so let's check. All right, hold it for 154 days, and then one day it pops up, you make money, and then again it goes down. So who's making money? All right, so short sellers, they are making money. Every coin which pop up, they comes out, and they short selling those coins back to the floor. There are many coins which are dying right now, many coins. Okay, so if a one coin is popping up, you shouldn't be so surprised. All right, because short sellers, they're gonna come and they're gonna kill out those coins again. So again, keep squeezing back to that previous low, and then pop up. Not all the way back to that high, yeah, somewhere close to these highs, all right? 50% rise. There you got another one. Metaverse coins are, you know, squeezing. Similar analysis, one more leg lower, keep squeezing all the way back to the bottom. And from bottom, then again pump. Right? Then again, pump are going to be these highs. So for these moves, you have to hold coins for longer term, guys. If you love to hold those coins for longer term, you want to tie up your investment for longer term, great, keep that thing in mind. All right, they may take a lot of time to pop up. Right, maybe, you know, most of the time I show drop on the coins. Maybe you guys are not happy because you guys want to see them to continue to keep rising, because the market, the cryptocurrency market, is in early stages trying to develop. All right, so it's behaving very much similar like stock market. All right, so we see stocks, individual stocks, every day they pop up, then again short sellers come, they squeeze those stocks back to zero. All right, so KuCoin to drop, hold the trend and continue. Same analysis like last week. All right, so Doge Coin squeezing back. Last week we have seen an attempt from Elon Musk. He was trying to pump that coin for upside, and he said that they're gonna use that coins to with the Tesla transactions, and it went higher. Then again short sellers. He's not smart, okay? Those who made that swing upside, they are not smart, okay? So who's smart? They are smart. Those who are squeezing that coins back to the bottom, short sellers, they are smart. They know that what this coin is going to do in future. Once they gonna, you know, once sellers gonna give up, then you're gonna see another leg higher, okay? Something like that. And when that is going to come, you never know, guys. When this squeeze is going to break up, you never know. All right, like that, like that. No one knows that when this sharp aggressive rise is going to come on any coins. Anyone who's showing you that this, buy this coin, buy that coin, buy this coin, and this coin has a great potential, this and that, and blah blah blah, and management team is doing this and that, okay? So all these people are just guessing, pure guess, okay? No one knows that when a coin is going to pop up. All right, because you're gonna see strength then when someone gonna put money in a project, when a lot of volume gonna come in, when a lot of money gonna come in, then you're gonna see that they're gonna go higher, okay? So that can come at any time. All right, investors, buyers can make their mind at any time. If they see that this project has a, you know, potential, then they're gonna you know, throw a lot of money into that coin. That coin gonna pop up. You're gonna be lucky if you hold that coin. It's gonna go higher. You're gonna be profitable. If not, you know, again short sellers gonna come and gonna squeeze that coin back to bottom. So hold, and just hold. All right, everyone is saying that hold. So how long is going to hold? No one knows. All right, so how to pick a coin is just a guesswork. All right, doing research, finding coins is just a guesswork, pure guesswork. Okay, so again, who's making money? Short sellers. Buyers are not making money, short sellers are making money. All right, because pump is creating opportunities for short sellers. So keep dropping lower. Oh, yeah, all the way back to that low. Dogecoin can visit that low, and there we may see again, you know, accumulation. How long that accumulation gonna last, we don't know. All right, so maybe next recession can create opportunity for cryptocurrencies to rise aggressively for upside. All right, and if Fed is going to do a mistake, then we may see, you know, recession. And again, if recession comes, then again they will look for inflation to go up, and they can put, I mean, again, another, a deflationary cycle first and then inflationary cycle. So it's a 3-4 years time. So keep squeezing, and then if you are holding, let's say you are holding for longer term, guys, somewhere there within these areas, okay, or at these areas, so do not buy more. All right, let the price drop for more downside, okay, and once price gonna find floor somewhere there at these areas, then buy more, double your risk. And once price goes there, just simply take off sold the previous coins with profit or break even, and then let the price come down again, and keep looking for buy as much lows as you can rather than buying at the higher price. Do not buy any coin which is popping up. Do not look for them, specifically coins which are new. If they are popping up, do not look for them to continue trend. Okay, they are not going to continue trend. They're gonna squeeze back. Short sellers gonna come, they're gonna squeeze coins back to the floor. So if you're gonna look for the trend to continue, you may end up losing money. Okay, you may trapped over there simply. So what you should do, coins which have made their moves, all right, like Doge Coin, it has made its move, now it's being squeezed, it's trying to find its floor, trying to find its bottom, which is not there yet. Let this coin to find its bottom. Once bottom gonna be over there, your risk gonna be limited, your risk gonna drop very, very aggressively to the downside. If those coins do not move, let's say stay at the floor, stay at the bottom, okay, they're not gonna harm you. If they keeps dropping, you may buy more, all right, but once you know that their bottom is in place, and if they breaks the bottom, go slightly lower, you can add more risk. At least they're gonna come to your previous price, previous entries, where you can limit your risk, you can sell your coins, all right. So do that way rather than buying coins at higher price and looking trend to continue. These coins are not going to continue its trend, all right. Like people talking about Shiba, that the Shiba gonna go higher. Shiba is not. Look at the volume first, look at the supply, guys. How many supply is there? You need a lot of market cap of these coins to continue their trend for upside, and that's not going to happen. People are not dumb to gonna put their money here and gonna hold their money in these coins and let these coins to continue to keep rising. So they are not going to do that. So be smart, okay, let those coins find their floor, and then you may add up, you may accumulate. Do not look for trending moves on these coins. If you got a trending move, lucky, get out. All right, so squeeze. Okay, so this to squeeze to 100% or like Dogecoin, all right? Squeeze, find floor, and then continue to keep rising. Right, so then continue its trend. Solana, I'm anticipating this to squeeze too, all right? Right now it's, yeah, this is the example which what I'm saying to you guys. Okay, so it was trying to, it went higher simply, okay, during the correction. We had that correction and it went higher very, very aggressively. So if you are looking these coins to continue their trend for more upside, they are already very expensive coins, okay? Look at that, it is running at 182. So if you're gonna buy this coin and gonna look for this to continue to keep pushing more higher, it's expensive, all right? So this is not going to give you ideal return. So coins which are cheap sitting at the bottom, they can give you ideal return. So look at them rather than looking at the expensive coins. So expensive coins can give you 1 to 2 returns, or 3, or in best case scenario 1 to 5 return, all right? So they are not the ideal coin, okay? So look for those coins which are cheap sitting at the bottom and can bounce off very, very aggressively, all right? So for that, you need to do your research as well, all right? Do not rely just on my research, all right? So Solana, I'm looking this to squeeze too, all right? So this to squeeze too. Again, as I said, guys, these are not making money. These guys are making money, short sellers, because every rise create opportunities for coins to squeeze back to the floor. Right? So yeah, so Phantom as well, squeeze to the floor. Right? Even I was anticipating these coins to squeeze somewhere there. And when I was posting, people gone crazy. They gone crazy because they don't want these coins to drop. Look at that. Right? So people were expecting that these coins are not going to drop. Right? So now they are dropping. Now hope for them to continue if you are holding them. So squeeze, keep squeezing. Short seller to stay in control. So Oita to go down too. All right, so another leg lower to happen. I have even told that in the previous crypto weekly analysis. Okay, test that low like ADA has done, and then you can trade for this move. Okay, that move back to that top or that high. This is okay. Sideways market, gonna stay sideways. Dot also go down like ADA. Okay, ADA testing that. We still got a room. Continue to keep dragging lower. Litecoin, similar. Keep dragging lower. Break that bottom, hold that, and then you can expect it to run for another leg higher. Ripple too. Keep squeezing Ripple all the way back to that bottom, or maybe, you know, all the way back to these areas. So these areas going to be all right to buy Ripple. Even this is going to be okay at 52, 50 cent areas. Okay, so Shiba. Squeezing again, example I have just given you. They are not making money. Couple of people's making money, all right? So retail traders, they are now making money. This is the smart money. Smart money. They are making this money coming, you know, in the market in hours and stay a couple of days, and then again short sellers. That's the longer term trend. They come and then they start squeezing. So they start going into correction. So Shiba to go down to, all right, so there is possibility that the Shiba can visit this previous low again, guys. Keep squeezing. GXS also squeezing. We have seen some breakout. The breakout which I was talking about in my previous, you know, crypto weekly analysis, a breakout. Okay, we have seen breakout price, you know, it now went up to that top. All right, so we have seen that, you know, push up. A price again went lower. So let me extend that correction. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at that 4-hour time frame, it's squeezing again. I'm not anticipating trend to continue. If it push higher, you're gonna be lucky. I'm anticipating this to just keep squeezing all the way back to that low, okay, or possible 100% retracement, and then, you know, push up. GTX, same. All right, so there is the video analysis. CTX, sorry. So CTX went up 200%, and then again in the recent this analysis, I was telling you that guys, I don't see that this coin gonna continue its trend, so it's going down. All right, I have explained in that video with detail that what you are looking for this trend to continue to keep pushing more higher. It never, all right? So broke out and squeezing back. So if you bought there, great, you made that return. Okay, tag the 80 cent. So what you are expecting, there is no buy opportunity. It's squeezing, all right? So back to that low, or possible 100% retracement of this low, and then we may see, you know, Cortex to jump similar way like the way it has done there. Yeah, so squeeze coming, short sellers coming, they are squeezing it back to the floor, and it's going down. So short term buy opportunity, Yeah, like that from this previous low. All right, just hold that previous low. All right, so I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore these coins. So KSM to drop to squeeze back to that low, and then we may see, you know, a buy opportunity over there. Okay, that buy opportunity, similar like the ADA dropping. So Stellar is also squeezing. Okay, so drag more lower, this low, and then we may see, you know, this buy opportunity. Tron to go down to all the way back to this low. All right, so if I'm gonna draw a triangle formation, keep dragging lower, keep squeezing that low, and then we may see, you know, this move on. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore that. Gonna ignore these coins. Okay, so CTX we have already seen. Mask, I'm gonna ignore this. Okay, guys. So let's just finish here. HNT. If I'm right, I really don't see anything on this, to be honest. All right, so even I really don't see, can't, you know, suggest anything on it, to be honest. All right, guys, so that's it. Enough for today. Hopefully you have learned something and enjoy that. So if you guys having any question, let me know. SCUSDT. Okay, so let me check that. SCUSDT. The coin must be going down. Yes. Okay, so many coins formed that triangle, we can say that. Okay, and then they broke out and higher. Now they are going back to that wedge. Okay, if I'm gonna draw that horizontal ray, many coins are going back to that wedge. So this is the price. Wherever you see that wedge, on any coin you see that wedge. Okay, so highly likely you're gonna see coins gonna visit that price before they are going to form a buy opportunity. Okay, so this is also heading towards that, and there you should pay attention. Any coin which is heading towards that wedge, let them finish that move. Okay, and then you may see a buy opportunity over there. Okay, hope that makes sense. If I'm gonna look at a couple of more. All right, so let me look at that on an HNT. Okay, so many coins. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum is heading towards that wedge. Okay, still far away, but heading towards that wedge. BNB also formed. All right, and it also can visit that wedge. All right, that low. Still got a room. All right, and BTC also heading towards that. Right, BTC, we already seen that heading towards that wedge. Where is the wedge? There is the wedge. Okay, and price still got a room to run. It can visit that wedge. If I'm gonna look at the stacks, stack also formed that wedge there, or a channel. Okay, and it got a room to run all the way back to that low. So that's the reason you're gonna see, you know, wedge on most of my charts. Right, ADA is about to visit that wedge. Okay, there, and that's the price. All right, so coins which are you know which haven't formed a strong aggressive move for upside, they are visiting that wedge. Okay, so even Doge Coin slightly gone beyond that. Right, that was the price when we had bigger correction on the Bitcoin. Okay, so it's visiting there, it's visiting that wedge. So hope that tip gonna make sense for you. Any coins which are heading towards that wedge, They still got a room. They can visit that. There you should look for buy opportunity. Okay, do not chase the drop which is there right now. So HNT. Sorry, I'm not getting that. So total helium LTD or first, there might be a. Sorry, I'm not getting your symbol. You are referring HNT. HNT. Is it a coin or helium? Maybe this. Is it that? If this is, then the analysis which I have just made, all right, on the Bitcoin, there you see that wedge, all right, and after that you have seen strength on it, all right, and it's again visiting to that wedge. Okay, all right, so that's not the correct one, sorry, that's the correct one. Okay, or you can check the dates. Okay, if I'm gonna check the Bitcoin, you can check the dates, all right, so analyze them from dates. What was the date? 20 June. We had that correction on 20 June on the Bitcoin. Yes, there you got. All right, so even I wasn't you know, aware about this coin, and you just told me that this is the coin, right? But the formation is there. You see that the formation is there on this coin too, and then it went higher, and then it's just heading towards that. They can visit up to that low before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. So keep that thing in mind before you are looking for continuation trade for more upside on them, guys. Okay, hope that makes sense, and you got a point on it. All right. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll see you back again in another analysis, in another weekly market outlook. Until then, bye, and make sure when you are watching these videos, then please give them a like, all right? And that makes me, you know, confident to hold other weekly market outlooks, all right? So if you guys remember that I wasn't holding that weekly market outlooks, but some traders, they were asking that why you are not holding, so I started it back. So if I'm doing that for you, then you guys also, you know, like that stuff. Okay, so thank you. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook. Until then, bye bye, and have a nice, you know, Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas. We're not gonna have another, you know, a weekly market outlook next week because they're gonna be holidays, and just enjoy your holidays, enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your year end, and definitely if they're gonna be set up during the week, we'll post new setups on YouTube. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you very much, thanks for your support, and thanks for your love. Thank you guys, bye bye.